Hey guys, Mike here for a new tutorial. So today I will show you how to create a custom element with Element Studio. And we are going to build a slider with the thumbnail option. It's something we don't have in Breakdance, so we are going to build it by ourselves. So let's start to do that now. Let's create first the new element. So thumb slider, right? Because it's a new element, so he has generated a class, as you can see here, auto-generated class. So we have to change that. Term slider, can use the same name here. Right, and let's build our element with swiper. So instead of using swiper version 8, which is used by Breakdance, we're going to use the last version and their web component, which is a new way to use swiper, and I think it's pretty interesting. So let's follow the instruction. We need to load that file here from a CDN, which is fine for the moment, as it's just to build it first. So let's add the script here, right? And let's try with their example here. So we don't need to use to call register for our example, but here's a structure. Let's copy the exact same thing so we can test it first. Okay, to see if it works. And forgot to put it here on the page. Thumb slider. Save that. Okay. Okay, something is happening here. There's no error message. Oh, right, I forgot one thing. So when we create a new element, don't forget to add max with 100%. So it will be responsive later. Let's move that. Right. So the very good thing with the web component, it works without adding any custom JavaScript. So it's even more convenient as I expected. Let's go back there. Actually, we can add some JavaScript too. But from their method here, we can do almost everything with attribute, as we can see here. So, right. Anyway, let's go back there first, because we don't want text, but we want images. It should be like a gallery. So let's replace the text by images. And for that, we need to add a new control here. And media, okay, so WordPress media, images. And let's open the option. Enable gallery mode, so we can have a gallery. Then I forgot of the option, only allow image and enable dynamic property. Okay. So later we can add our image from here too. Okay, and let's check the code. So there's a code already ready to be copied and pasted here in the HTML. So let's do that. We copy the code it generated for us. And so instead of using this slide, we put the slide in the loop here. Let's remove that one. Right. And let's save that. Let's check in the front end. How cool is that? It's already working. But we did more option. So if you can see here, we have more options and they are not used yet. What we have the size and the lazy load option. Actually, it's just like for the image element, we have the image size and the lazy load option. So we need to add the same right here. So for that, we add a size control here, size. We have media size drop down. Okay, size. Always check the option. And here we need to link this control to that one to be sure it will show the proper size. So we link it. And that's all. There is nothing else to do. To be sure is a content size. It's exactly the same as what we have here. Content size, right? Now let's save that there. No, I forgot. Let's check here. Right. So the size is here. Okay. And the lazy load option. Okay. The lazy load, which is a toggle here now. Okay. We can change the layout. So it's like this. Okay. And we need to link the same. So content lazy load. Let's we have just a little bit different. Okay, save, enable it. Okay, then check there. Right, loading lazy. We can see just here. Okay, so it works. And if I remember, I saw something about the lazy load. With swiper, let's type lazy. Okay, so if you use lazy loading images, we need to add lazy true to swiper slide. Swiper slide lazy true. So if we use this option, we need to add that to swiper slide. Okay, so it's pretty easy. We go back here. We have a condition here. Let's copy it and we put there for a month. So if content lazy loaded, which means if it's enabled, if it's true, so something happen or something else happen. So what we want, I forgot what they want actually. They want we add yes, lazy equal true. Lazy equal true, and that's it. So let's put that in one line. And for that condition, we need to add it right here. Okay. Let's save and let's check. Swapper slide lazy true. Perfect. They all have lazy true. And if I disable it, it's not there anymore. Okay, so it works as expected. Something I want to add right now because it bothers me a little. I want to add an option for the main container. So let's put container, and I want to add we need the width option. Right. So we can make it a bit smaller. So for that, we need to go to the CSS, not the default CSS. Default CSS is all the CSS that will be loaded by default. And here in CSS is all the CSS that come from the control there. So it's not font size, just example, but width. Okay. And let's put 600. Okay. Actually, we can add to make it to have different size for each breakpoint. We just need to enable media queries here. So we have the icon there, and it doesn't change anything here. It's just it's automatic. So let's say I want 600 here, and if I want 400. So it will work like this. And if you remember why I put max width here, which means that it will be responsive. If I don't put max width, it won't be responsive anymore. So it's important to keep it. So we don't necessarily need to change the size here, but at least it should be always responsive. Okay. So right, and what else we want to do now? Yes, it's a thumbnail option. So we need to add another slider, and there's something about that. So thumb, right here. So how to deal with that? We have two sliders, one with a class and one with this attribute to say that the thumbnail is there. Okay. First, let's duplicate. Let's open that. Okay, so now we have two sliders. Let's change, let's add some class. Main slider. So it should be useful later. Thumb slider, right? And let's add another control too, because we don't have the same size. We don't need the same size for both. We want a small size for the thumbnail. So we are going to add a new control here. The same size. So what we can do, we can copy and pass to the side. We name it thumb size. Okay. And in our HTML here, so it's thumb size. The name is like this. We change that one there. Okay, so now we have different size for each slider. So usually it's more like this. We have the bigger size here. We can keep it by default. And a thumbnail or medium thumbnail, I think it's even better. For the small one there. Let's change the images too. No. I forgot. We are not finished with the thumbnail option. We want to link them because they are not linked at all for the moment. It's just two different sliders. So we are going to use this attribute, and it's here. So my term, and let's try the same. Use the same class for the moment, just as a test. Save. Back here. Right. So they are linked together as expected. Now the thing is, we need to use a unique class, because if we don't use a unique class, let's say I duplicate here, it won't work properly because, right, that one will be linked to that one too, because they use the same class. So we need to be sure it's a unique class here, and for that we can add a unique number, which is ID. So we add ID here, ID there. And if I save, let's go back here. Now, right, it will work like this because they have the ID of the element here, 118. For that one, it should be, where is it? 120. So, okay, we are fine here. Let's remove that one. And let's go back to the documentation here. If I remember, there's something about the option. Right, slide per view. Let's try that one. So all the options need to be added in that way with attributes. All swapper parameters available in the form of kebab case. I didn't even know about this case attributes, and it's like this. So slide per view equals 3. Let's add this one for the thumbnail. Three. No. Say that. Let's check the forehand. Yeah, okay. No, okay, it works. I mean, if I click on it, yeah. But 3 is not enough. Anyway, we will need to add a new control for that. So for the slider, we add a new control here. Let's call it thumb slider, and we add slide view. It's just a number. So number. Let's copy that and let's go back to the code here. We add that here, okay. And if I put 4, okay, well, not bad. We add more images right here. And oh yes, right. We need to do something about the images here too, but at least, okay, maybe not here, but let's check in the front end. Yes, we have a big image somewhere here, very wide, very long. Okay. You add image option later. So yes, so let's just change that here. Okay. Okay. Save. So now for the images, let's add some control, some code first. Okay, we need to fix the gap there first. So for that, image with 100%. Vertical align top. Right. Just to fix the gap there is for each image. Okay. I think we can add some option for each image. Let's add so container. Let's add a new section here. We have slider, and we have a thumb slider, and we are going to add some control for the size of the image here. So let's do that with 8. So unit, and I want 8. For that one, it should be for the main slider. Okay, so selector, main slider, image, and change the 8. Now, if I put 400, so they are all 400 pixels, and let's add the object fit cover, so they always look good. if we don't select this option, it is the normal size of the image. So we can keep it like this. And then if we want to change, we do the same for that one later. Let's add another option. Actually, we can add enable media queries, so we can have different size. And I want to add another control. We call that aspect ratio. And the same enable media queries. Okay. I forgot to change. Okay. As simple as that. Let's add a control aspect ratio. Right. So if I want one to have a perfect square, one. If I want two, it's a half like this, or this format. Right. We can change this format on desktop, and then maybe on mobile we want to have it longer. How cool is that? Or just I forgot desktop. We put one here. It's fine. It looks better. Okay, and we do the same for the thumb slider, so we can change the size. 8 and aspect ratio. Let's copy and paste aside, and here we copy instead of main slider. It was if I remember how I call it, thumb slider, right? And the control are different name too. No, actually, it's just thumb slider here. Okay, I will just change that one here. Thumb slider. So now I can put here. So the same. We have same option for both. So we have a better control of the design here. If I want to make them, I don't know, let's say 4 far to make a bit longer like this. All right, that's pretty good. What option we can add now? Everything saved. Yes, we want to have an option to have space between. So let's go back here. I forgot actually the name of it. So let's go back to the. It's a space between. Space between. Okay. So let's go back here. We had an option slider, just a number. So space between number and go to our code here. Let's copy that. So we go to thumb slider, space between equal. Let's check if it works. Yes. Space between, just have change 9. In our design option, we had some padding here. So let's go to the design option here. And let's add padding option. The same padding we see in many elements. So let's copy that here. Let's copy that. And here, let's try that. If I put a 50, and change that slider. Let's see if I don't open that. Right. Okay, so 20 here. Let's put 10. 10. Let's change SP ratio to 1. And it looks not bad. I can click on it here. I see it moves like this, not bad. Right, what can we add here now? Yes, there's something actually. It's a swiper here. Let's go back the first one. Okay, so we have swapper slide thumb active. Maybe we can do something with that. So this swapper slide thumb active. Okay, so the one which is activated. Okay, so let me think a little. Okay, let's go back there. And we are going to change the opacity of this slide. So thumb slider, okay. Swiper slide opacity 2. It should be only that one, not the big one there. Oh yes, because I use the same name here. I am a bit stupid here. I should not use that because it's the name of the main slider there. So main slider and thumbnail slider. And I think I make some mistake somewhere here. Right, thumbnail slider here. Okay. Because I use the same class name here and for the main elements. So just a little mistake. Everything is fine now. So yes, what I wanted to do is to I totally forgot what I was doing just now. Oh yes, right. So now they are all like this, and there's a special class here. Swiper slide. No. Okay. Swiper slide thumb active. Okay. Swiper slide thumb active. Swiper slide thumb active. I say that. Opacity 1. Right. So now it's much more obvious. Let's add a little transition. So is opacity. Let's save that. And if we continue, you can see. Click. We can also add a button here for the slide. I mean, not a button, change the cursor. Enter. Oh, maybe it doesn't work well in the front end, in the back end, but at least Right. So here it is for the first tutorial. I think I need to study a little bit more because it's pretty long, when actually there's not that much stuff. And next tutorial we will add more options, like the custom arrows and I don't know yet. So I will study that. But right now it works already pretty well. So see you in the next tutorial.